of the convention address.
Okay.
PDP! You will address and tell them that you have already done it.
Power to the people! Power to the people! PDP! Power, Joe! Power, Jare! Power, Jojo! Power, Jare! PDP! Power to the people! We want to listen to the address of the chairman, organizing committee, the convention committee chairman. Thank you.
PDP! PDP! Power to the people! PDP! Your Excellencies, distinguished party leaders and elders, distinguished delegates to the PDP Special National Convention 2026, distinguished members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, very good afternoon to all of you all. As you are aware, our National Executive Committee has slated today to be the date that we will organize our special National Convention for the purpose of ratifying and affirming President Goodluck Jonathan as our presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. Now, we've been informed that the management of the A-class event center had been intimidated by the Minister of the FCT and directed not to allow us to proceed with our planned event. However, we had met in a public location outside here and had done the ratification and affirmation of President Goodluck Jonathan as our presidential candidate for 2027. In other words, the purpose of our convention has already been achieved. In a convention that was headed by Professor Jerry Ghana, who is the chairman of the Special Convention Planning Committee, motion had been taken, motion had been seconded, matter was referred to the delegates, and then a thunderous and unanimous yes was given, thereby affirming President Goodluck Jonathan as the PDP presidential candidate for the 2027 election. In spite of that, we had decided to now come to the A-class and then see for ourselves whether indeed it is true that policemen have been sent to ensure that our special national convention does not take place here. We have seen for ourselves, members of the press, you are witnesses to this undeniable fact that all the roads and routes to A-class had been barricaded by policemen. We had spoken to one of the senior police officers here on the ground, and then we did ask, are policemen here in line with our letter to the Commissioner of Police, FCT, to give us protection to do our event, or are they here to prevent us as threatened by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike? And she had responded in a very polite manner to say, while they are not here at our instance, they are here to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order. But we understood the language. And as law-abiding individuals and leaders, we feel that we will not make the work of the police difficult. We are aware that there are certain undesirable elements. Some thugs had been hired, and they are hiding close by with a view to create mayhem, with a view to disturbing public peace so that it will be ascribed to us. So we are not insisting on moving into the A-class event center. even though we have a valid and subsisting contract between us and them. In any case, the event for the day had been done. President Goodluck Jonathan has been adopted as our presidential candidate. I want to urge on our leaders and elders and distinguished party men and women, especially our delegates for this 2026 special national convention, to say the deed indeed has been done. So this will bring us to the end of this special convention. There is a lot of work ahead of us, but we want to say, without mincing words, that PDP is a registered party. We have every right as citizens of this country to come together to conduct our activities in line with the provisions of the law. The Constitution has given us right, the Electoral Act has given us right, and INEC, which is the regulator of the activities of political parties in this country, is aware that we are going to have this function today. And so anybody, no matter how highly placed, no matter how highly opinionated they may be about themselves, or no matter how they think that they can use their positions to thwart democracy, we want to tell them that Nigeria is bigger than anybody and any group of persons. We will not fight. We will not fight. The time of fighting will come when we meet at the polls. We'll meet you there, we'll fight you there, we'll defeat you there, and then we'll pin you down on the ground. Because Nigeria is a democratic country. PDP! So I want to thank our leaders, and I want to tell you that with this speech, that this brings an end the 2026 Special National Convention. I want to plead with our delegates that please go back to your respective destinations, resist any amount of provocation. Any person you see trying to fight believes that he does not have the chances of winning. We believe we are on the right course. We believe that we are going to win election. Therefore, fighting is not for us.
PDP!
PDP!
Power!
PDP!
Power!
Power!
PDP!
Nigeria! Nigeria!
Say Goodluck! Say Goodluck!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Very loyal. Yes, sir. The area that was
Yẹmi, ọ̀yá jalo jalo jalo.